You keep hearing that home prices are high because inventory is low.
Today, we're breaking down the forces that affect the housing market that go beyond the headlines.
So the first thing that affects the inventory is the zoning and building regulations. It's always like demand and supply, but sometimes it's actually the zoning that's preventing builders from building more homes. In a lot of the residential areas, there's actual restrictions of how much land can be used for a single family home. Like, the builders can't just build whatever they want in any lot they want. There is a specific regulation on how much you could build on the piece of land. Another thing that slows down the process and makes the demand higher is permits. It takes a really long time sometimes to get through all the approvals so the builders could hit the ground. So we're still in a really high demand of homes, but the building department is backed up and the permits are not moving as fast as they should be.
Sometimes builders have to wait for years and years and years just for their plans to get approved and subdivided before they can even start building. But number two reason why we've had such shortage in inventory in general is because once they do get approved and they're ready to build, we've had tremendous skilled labor shortage in this country. Older workers are getting to a point where they're retiring, and a lot of the younger generations have not gone into the school systems for labor work. So we don't have enough trained plumbers, we don't have enough trained HVAC mechanics, we don't have enough trained electricians to cover all the construction needs that we need. And recently I'd heard with AI, there's a tremendous shortage of electricians in general in the country because they're needed to build all of that. There's also shortage of material, and the materials have gone up in price so much with the tariffs in place. Every single thing that the buyer needed for the home has at least doubled in price. So it's really has been cutting into their costs as well, and obviously their bottom line.
Now for the part that everyone always talks about and pays attention to, the interest rates. When the interest rates drop, the demand is high. Your monthly payments are lower, so everyone's coming out to try to purchase a home. But when the interest rates cool, like we see it now, the interest rates are pretty high, the people who are locked into a low rate are not willing to sell their home. That decreases the inventory. We call it the golden handcuff. So if you are locked in on a 3% rate, even some people have a 2.75, you're not willing to trade that in for 6.33. Even if your home is too big for you, you're just not willing to trade that for the new rate. So that obviously decreases our inventory as well.
Very good point. So we've covered interest rates. Yep. We've covered building costs.
Yep.
We've covered so many different reasons why there is no inventory right now. But there's one very big reason that nobody talks about. Wait till the end. Make sure you don't miss that one, because that is the reason why it is so hard to purchase a house for the buyers for a little while now, not just today, but for the last couple of years. But before we get to that point, there is competition from investors that buyers are facing with every offer that they're making. And the thing with investors is that for them, it's business, and it's just a way for them to move funds from one project to the next project. So very often their offers are cash, especially if you're making an offer on a multifamily home. Investors love multifamily homes because they're great income producers. So they will purchase the house with cash, and obviously that's hard to compete with. Very often they have to purchase a home because of a 1031 exchange, which basically means in order for them not to pay income taxes from a project or an investment that they just sold, they have to invest that money into the next investment within a short period of time. So sometimes they're willing to overpay just to get that project done, just to get that contract done, so to make sure that they don't have to pay taxes they don't need to actually pay.
Well, they're the huge competition right now. They're coming in, if you're a first-time home buyer bidding on a home and someone's coming in with all cash, no contingencies, closing in 14 days, it's hard to compete. So that's the really big inventory problem in this country right now. The millennials are ready to purchase. They're in this market. They're ready to go. They actually have funds. They've been making a lot of money. They have the funds to do it. And we've actually seen younger and younger people trying to purchase a home, but the baby boomers are still holding onto their homes. So now we have this huge inventory gap.
People are definitely living longer and holding onto their homes, but also downsizers used to be able to sell their home, move down the shore, move down to Florida, purchase something much cheaper, and really enjoy their life. But prices went up everywhere and inventory is low everywhere. So it's really not that easy anymore to sell your house in New Jersey and buy something affordable down in Florida. So they're staying in their homes and just doing whatever is necessary for them to age in their home, whether it's ramps or adding a full bathroom to the first floor. But ultimately, they're not selling, they're staying. But it's not all bad news. We don't want to make it sound like it's impossible to purchase a home. It's very possible. It's just very important to work with a local agent that understands the market, understands the seasons of the real estate industry, and can be as prepared as possible so when a dream home does come up, you're ready for it.
So if this helped you understand what's really happening behind the scenes in the inventory of real estate market, subscribe and hit us up. Let us know what other topics you want us to cover.